Is this Phil? Yeah, prisons.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hi. I've got a friend in Pentonville. He's a kidney dialysis patient. He's not been receiving his full dose of kidney dialysis whilst he's in prison. So I was hoping to arrange the dialysis to be done in the prison itself rather than him having a 12-hour run to 30 miles away with 2 police officers sitting for 12 hours with him.
Right, okay. Let me get the prison form up. I'll take down all the information and then I'll send it over to the prison and hopefully they will be able to sort something out. Just bear with me. You say he's in Pentonville, yeah?
His prisoner number is A4923EY, yeah.
Yeah, and do you know his date of birth?
17th of September 1952.
And what relation are you to him?
I'm a friend.
Okay. And does he know you're calling us?
Well, I've written to him. He's written back to me. He's expressed to other people that he's missed out on 25% of his dialysis time in the first few weeks. And I've suggested already before to yourselves, and I got renal care people to call you as well to try to get the dialysis in the actual prison, because there was a pilot up in Northampton or Nottingham that was very successful, and he's been there since the 3rd of May, and I rang in the first week to try to get it done there, but then I've been trying to book a visit and everybody's very they keep denying him visits, so he's had maybe only one visit in the whole time he's been in prison because nobody else is being booked. They say book online, you can't book online. Then they say ring the booking number, social visits, and they say no because he's on A wing, he can't book it. You have to book it directly with him. He says, give me a list of people who want to come, and then we can't get through to him, basically.
Yeah, I said you're not having a very good time. So he's called you saying he's missed
25%, yeah. Yeah, because he's only got 4% kidney. He should not even be in prison. He did not have a jury trial because he pleaded not guilty. He was entitled to a jury trial. He was kidnapped from the Royal Courts of Justice when he should have been in a criminal court. He's never been in a criminal court. He's only been in the civil courts. He was brought in a G4S van, which is dodgy. He was kidnapped from a courtroom without any court papers by the private security, and he's going to die very soon because he's already an end-stage kidney dialysis patient. He's only got 4% kidney working. With the 25% down, he'd only have 3% working, and it would just basically start bleeding through his skin because he's not getting any sunlight, and he shouldn't even be in there. It's going to kill him. I've written to the governor to say, look at his case. It doesn't add up. They haven't followed any proper procedures. He has not committed any crime. He's only an equity lawyer, and he just helps people for free with the corruption cases as a manager of the cases for the Royal Commission and for the Crown and the Lord Bishops. So he's an honourable man. He's the last person who should be in prison. And then he's had all this isolation. He's had denial of his medical treatment. And, he was sent a pen and paper to do his appeal. And the pen was removed from his envelope. So he's been mentally tortured as well.
Okay, I'm just trying to jot all this down as you're saying this. I'm still here, I'm just typing.
That's okay, take your time.
So you say he's been in Pentonville since
3rd of May.
What date?
3rd of May this year.
So but Edward just called his friend saying he's missed 25% of his kidney analysis.
Yeah.
He should not be in prison. He's only 4% of his kidney is working. If he's missing his dialysis, it's not happening. This is also going to reduce his kidney working. Please can we see about dialysis in the prison rather than making an hour's round trip for him to have his dialysis.
Yeah.
Been in Pentonville since the 3rd of May, and I've written May twice, 2023. Mental torture, only given a pen and paper to write down his appeal, and the pen was then taken off him. Was that before he could do his appeal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only had one visitor since being in prison, as prison are making it hard for people to book visits. And then I might put on here, please, should I ask somebody from the visit team to give you a call?
Well, if you can just make sure that Edward can contact me, if he can call me on my number and explain to me what he wants me to do for him.
Okay. Has he got money in his account to be able to do that?
He should have, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then so I'll put that bit down. Please, can Edward or is it Neelu? Is that
yeah. Neelu, yeah.
Yeah, Neelu on her number to advise her what she wants him to do for him, and then I've put Neelu has written to the governor about several.
So there's
things.
a petition.
Have you not had a reply?
No, and there's a petition. 103 people have signed a petition for his immediate release. We're copying that to the Prime Minister and the Governor and the Home Minister to release him in public interest, because he's a good man. He's a very good man. You know, he's working for the Crown and the Lord Bishops, for the King, to help people who are victims of corruption in the UK. He's been locked up by the criminals who are running the courts.
Okay, so what's he actually, well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, so what's he actually in prison for then? What's his charge?
So he helped a dad who was robbed of 3 properties by the son, who was working for the bank, and Edwards was subjected to a restraining order not to help people with the corruption cases. The Law Society told him he could stay on their roll if he stopped doing the corruption cases. And he said, no, I'm not going to stop doing the corruption cases. So they took him off the roll, which proves that Law Society is only keeping solicitors who don't do anti-corruption cases. So Edward does that, and then he's been locked up by the Law Societies and the Attorney General and the Solicitor General. It's a false prosecution, and he's an honourable man, and they done this through the back door. They kidnapped him from the Royal Courts of Justice. He's not been in the Magistrates' Court, he's not been in a Crown Court, and he pleaded not guilty in the RCJ, which is a civil court. So now these courts are now starting to kidnap people through straight to prison in a G4S van, private secured hired security, and this has got to stop, because you know, it's becoming so lawless now. The civil courts are hijacking the criminal courts.
Right, okay. Oh, blimey, yes, that's a bit messy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll do then is I'll email this over to the prison.
Okay.
It is 7 o'clock on the Friday night. Hopefully we'll get a response from them over the weekend.
Lovely.
I'm not promising that we will.
No, that's okay.
But if not, I'm back in on Monday morning anyway, so I will face it if we haven't had a response. I will email to let you know that I've sent it to the prison, and then as soon as we get a response from the prison, we will then forward you the response as well. Obviously, as long as Edward gives his consent. If he doesn't give consent, then obviously we can't. But if he does give consent, obviously, then we will forward it to you, but we'll let you know either way.
Yeah, and then there's the healthcare section. Would you be able to copy them into it?
Yeah, this will go to healthcare. This goes to healthcare.
All right, great.
Yeah, this will go to healthcare.
Okay, he's got a dialysis tomorrow, and then he has one on a Tuesday and a Thursday and a Saturday.
I'll put that on here, saying he should have his... I'll put that on here. He should be having dialysis tomorrow, you said.
Saturdays.
And what day? Tuesday?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah.
I'll get this off to them then. I'll email you once I've sent it. And like I say, once we get a response from the prison, they'll either respond to say, give you the answers, or they'll respond to say, Edward doesn't give consent for us to respond. But either way, you will get an answer from us.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
All right then.
You're
No problem at all. You have a good evening.
You too, and God bless you. Thank you.
Take care, and you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.